Hi everyone, my name is Maren Faiella, and as you might be able to tell, I'm not a politician, I'm also not a professional speaker. But I wanted to be here to tell my story, to encourage people like me. They too can be a light in the darkness. With action now, we can make a better future for generations to come. I'm a Jewish woman from New York, where I was a Democrat. But since October 7th, I've officially changed parties to be a registered Republican. Thank you. A great man once said, "I didn't leave the Democratic Party left me." That man was Republican President Ronald Reagan. Many people feel this way today. I'm not alone, and I want them to know they are not alone. I always considered myself middle of the road, and I would say my values have not changed. I'm the same woman, but my priorities are different, and I no longer recognize today's Democratic Party. I was and still am pro-choice. That's not changing. I'm entirely possibly a pro-choice Republican, and I know I'm not alone in this. But my number one concern is our safety and the sanctity of our democracy. We must preserve and protect our Western democratic values here and abroad. Without that, we can't fight for any rights. I know in my heart, President Donald Trump did and will again implement politics that will strengthen this country and keep us safe. In the meantime, I'm incredibly worried if Kamala gets the chance, she will put our very democracy and our lives at serious risk. We all know what happens on October 7th, the horror of such an attack and massacre, and then we watch the entire world so quickly turn against Israel. The media gaslit us. They gaslit the only Jewish state. I had always thought that the talk about fake news was exaggerated, that was fake, until I saw it play out so blatantly on an issue I cared so much about. And then thousands of pro-Hamas and useful idiots flooded the streets, my streets, the streets of New York City. The final straw for me was on November 14th of last year. I was blessed to attend the March of Israel in DC. It was amazing. Yes, if you were there, it was amazing. It was an incredible day with so many Jews and allies from across the country who came together to express our solidarity in the most positive way. It felt incredible. We had done it. We were united, part of something big, part of something undeniable. We had made history. When we got back on the buses, the news came, though. Biden had decided on that day of all days to announce giving Iran access to $10 billion in funds via the removal of sanctions. How could he not have heard us? It was the biggest slap in the face. Shortly after, I got that change form for my voter registration. I sent it in, and I formally became a Republican. Thank you. Anti-Semitism and hatred of Israel are now open, and horribly they're allowed. It is clear that the Democratic Party has moved incredibly far left. The Biden administration, the Biden-Harris administration, has betrayed us. They've betrayed Israel, and they've betrayed the Jewish community. And if Kamala Harris herself gets the chance, she would be even worse. The more I see, the more I know we need President Donald Trump back in the White House. But this isn't just about Jews, and it's not just about Israel. This is an issue that impacts all Americans. This is truly about the free world as we know it. This is truly about good versus evil. This is about freedom versus tyranny. This is about democracy versus totalitarianism. civilized versus uncivilized, life and creation versus death and destruction, love versus hate. We must stand together and fight to save what we love, what we know is good, and what we know is right. For the millions of people, our people, and this great nation. We must stand strong for what we believe in. We must stand together. We cannot expect the world to have our backs. They have shown us they don't. We must have our own, and as Trump himself said so bravely, fight, fight, fight. In closing, vote Trump 2024. Thank you. God bless Israel. Am Yisrael Chai. God bless the Jewish people. And God bless America.